A fresh financial you is closer than you think. With MyFICO, you can get the right score for your credit goal, including your FICO scores used for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards. MyFICO provides your FICO score straight from the people that created it. And you can compare your FICO scores and credit reports from all three bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, side by side. Understanding your credit has never been easier. So use MyFICO to get a clearer picture of your credit in 2026. Visit myfico.com or download the MyFICO app to get started today.
His first run and a good one. Williams outside 15, keeps his feet, and Williams finds the end zone, and he is in for a touchdown. On second down, here's a toss. Here is Lucas. Jalen Lucas, that great speed, keeps his feet inside the 30. Lucas 10, 5, touchdown Indiana. It's Henderson cutting back and finding the end zone. Touchdown.
Welcome to the LEO podcast, the post-game recap edition. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Bragley, Braggley. And as I was just telling this other guy, I wasn't sure that my voice was too bad, but as I'm talking right now, it doesn't sound great. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon, whose voice also might be a little bit under the weather. You can find him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What's up, Brando?
Hydrated a lot today. I feel like my voice is okay. But Tom Allen's is not. I'll tell you, I watched the final drive this morning, and
it's bad.
His was shot. He needs hopefully some cough drops.
Seems painful, today. Right? Like
so
he's
painful.
In pain when he speaks.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. You know what wasn't painful? Saturday.
Game. Oh my gosh.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll get into we'll talk about it. I'm sure we'll talk about it multiple times about how you felt going into that game, how I felt going into that game, kind of an opposite of what anybody, if they were to pick an opinion out of their butt on which one and who felt good and who felt bad about the game going into it, I guarantee you they picked the opposite of what was actual.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's dive into it. Seth's not here, which is going to help speed a lot of things up and may get us in trouble. So if you want to block him, you can. It's at Say Top 5, SETAH5. I think you guys have already blocked him or know at least his Twitter by now. So go ahead and take care of that. We're here to talk less about Seth and more about game number 9, a victory. Lucky number 9 for the Indiana Hoosiers. They beat the Wisconsin Badgers at home by a score of 20-14. And improved to 3-6 overall and have won 2 straight games over the Bucky Badgers. Not over the Buckeyes. This is not 1985 and 86. Although I think we beat them in 88. So I'm sure somebody's yelling at their whatever they're listening to. A good game, a really good game, a weird game. I think statistically, if you didn't go or watch it on TV, I think you look at it and think, ugh, right?
If your box score reading, IU lost this game handily. Handily.
Yeah. I think they lost the game. I'm not sure if they lost the game. There's some things, and I'm looking now.
I mean, it wasn't as much of an anomaly as the Michigan State game last year.
Yeah,
where we won.
The Michigan State game was insane, dude. Insane. Let me read some stats. Let's do that. Just for people that haven't done it. I'll read some specific, important ones. Third down efficiency about the same. 7 of 16, 6 of 16 for IU. So,
well, I mean, let's talk about this. Shutting them down three times on fourth down.
Yep.
Every single one of them was huge.
Oh yeah. I mean, total yardage about 80 yards. Passing yardage, 60-yard difference. Completion percentage is in IU's favor on that. Yards per pass, IU has a slight advantage there. Rushing, shockingly, and I think there were a lot of things obviously that played into that. IU about 25 yards behind them in rushing. Somehow controlled the ball with 75 yards rushing, which is insane. Did run it at 41 times at $1.08 a clip, so not great there. Penalties were huge in this game. 8 penalties for Wisconsin, 2 for IU the entire time. And I think both came, I want to think if I Did we hear this right? No, this is about Aaron Casey. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. And then IU won the takeaway battle, which is huge. I think it's their first recovered fumble of the season, and recovered two on the day, one at the very, very end of the game on the very last play, and another one in a huge spot. So yeah, in time of possession, IU by 7 minutes or so. But again, I'm with Brandon. I think if you sit there and look and be like, well, we got outpassed, we got outran. I mean, technically, we probably shouldn't have won this game. And it felt, I think even at 14-17, I still felt in control. And you can tell me if I'm crazy or not, right?
I mean, you're the more optimistic one out of us two. Did I get negative?
No.
Which is weird. Like, I'm like, oh, there's the game. I can't wait to lose this one. It just felt different. I told you this driving there, told you that walking to the stadium. I mean, I made a large bet for myself.
Yeah.
Large bet. That's how confident I was on the walk. Now, the beverages helped.
Beverages were flowing.
There was some, some liquid confidence that made that happen. But still, I don't know. I don't know if it was the amount of fans tailgating. I don't know if it was the weather. I don't know if it was the Penn State game, but it just felt different on Saturday. And obviously, if we want to just stick to the box score, two things stood out to me that is unlike the team of the past 2 years or even this year. Time of possession, 33-26. And turnovers, we were +2.
Yep.
If you win the turnover of the battle and you win time of possession, you can have lopsided box scores. Right? Like,
oh, yeah.
Those two things are so important. One on fourth down, one on third down, one the turnover battle, one time of possession. We won the game the way Wisconsin normally wins games.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of don't want to use this as an excuse, but at the same time, it is. I mean, we were playing their backup quarterback, who I think at this point had started 3 consecutive or 4 straight games. So it's not like he hadn't gotten any run or is his first time out. And then I think we were playing a couple backs who had maybe 30 carries or 35 carries combined heading into this game. So, they're 2 strong points, I guess you would point at on their offense. Obviously, Braylon Allen, missing him is huge. That was
no Mordecai,
big thing coming in. And yeah, Mordecai. I mean, Mordecai
no
tore
DK.
Purdue apart. DK, I'm again not so impressed by him on what he's done so far this season. Good player. He's a good player. I don't know if he would have made a huge impact Saturday or not, but I think that those big 3 being out were a huge advantage for them. Here's the thing, though. I just now hit me, Brandon, and I'm sorry for stepping over you here, but okay, we don't have Christian Turner. We don't have Cam Camper. That's maybe number 2 on the running back depth chart. Definitely number 1 on the wide receiver depth chart. Right? You don't have either one of those 2 players. I guess
every team has injuries.
Right?
Every team has injuries.
It's just next man up. You step up, and especially in the Big Ten, you've got to be deep enough to be able to handle the injuries throughout the conference. So, big win. It doesn't matter. It's a big win either way, and I was glad to be there. Well, I'm always there, but I was glad to be there to see take one in here for the first time in a while.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to this a little bit in Brando's Randos here, but just Saturday was amazing, and nothing that happened in the game isn't repeatable.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lucky bounce here, or there wasn't anything that IU did that it can't do again on Saturday.
It can get better. That's the best part. Yeah,
exactly.
It can get better. I don't want to get too deep on this because I'm sure he'll come up here in a little bit, but I mean, DMAC makes the easy catch
right in front of us.
Right in front of us. If he makes the easier catch in the end zone instead of settling for a field goal on that drive, Again, what are you? You're 24-14.
Yep.
And if we make the field goal, you're 27-14. Then you're walking away. Maybe you're getting some bigger headlines at that point of this was a dominating game. I felt like we moved the ball well. And that, granted, if you go back and look, I think overall stats in the second half, I think we had maybe 50 total yards offensively until that last drive, I want to say, where we set up the field goal. And I can just look real quick. No, the field goal was 36 yards, 0, -11, 8, 32. So we had roughly 50 something, 60 yards in the second half. But again, enough to win the game. It's enough to win the game. It's another very good defense we were up against yesterday. Yesterday. And came
Hunter
out
Kohler
victorious.
showed up.
He had a good game, huh?
He had a great game.
Let's get into our headlines, the newest section of the LEO podcast.
You go first. I didn't do it, so you're gonna have to go first.
I'll do it. I'm gonna rehash a headline from last week because you guys laughed at it. Except I'm gonna change it a little bit. The Bull Run is back on. Wisconsin with a W. That was the biggest, I think, hurdle that we have out of the 4. But as Tom Allen said, we're not going to talk about any of the upcoming games except for the one that's next. So right now we're going to talk about Wisconsin we'll dwell on this for about 12 hours, and then we'll move on and talk about Illinois. But it's Illinois time. And the line's out, Brandon.
It is. I like it.
I called it. On the way home.
You did. I
said I thought 6.5, somewhere in there.
I thought it'd be lower
for Illinois. But that's fine. We're not going to get the respect until we continue to put up these victories. So I'm going to go with the Bull Run is on. Not is it on anymore? The Bull Run is on.
Yeah, mine's not too dissimilar. Not dead yet.
There you go.
Not dead yet. And hope's a funny thing. Like, you heard it I listened to all this morning on the final drive, which does a really good job on BTN. But Aaron Casey said, the locker room felt this. They felt it on the sideline. Hope and momentum are real, are very, very real things. And that is so exciting because, honestly, when's the last time this team's had that? Going into the Purdue game last year, maybe. Before what happened to Sexy Dexy.
Yeah, but that was with what? With what outcome?
With one
walking away with a bucket, right? Getting the 3 wins. This has got a possibility of what nobody saw this at 2-6. 2-5, I think, coming out of that Rutgers game was probably, ironically, probably the second lowest part of our season. The first being a win after beating Akron, barely beating Akron, but it was an ugly win. Wins matter. But no, I think that, and as I said last week, and I think that you kind of started to pick up more on it on the preview pod, was I felt like that Penn State loss and the way that they played and how close that game was and how they were with Penn State the entire time was so beneficial to this team. And it should be beneficial to the fan base. I thought the fan base on Saturday was incredible. I thought the people that were I thought it was a good looking crowd that was there. I thought everybody was into it. Even Coach Allen and the players have made note of that as well. It was actually something on Twitter that I was going to start looking at before we started recording, but I want to wait and look at it. Some video where somebody was saying like, hey, there are people that really do care. And it shows an opposite sideline of where we sit, view of, I think it's the last play. So I'd love to see what that looks like. I think that the program's got a little bit of momentum behind it. If they can build on it and beat an Illinois team, which I think is going to be tough. It's going to be a really tough game. With some of they got a couple playmakers on offense that'll make it difficult, but that sets up for a heck of a last 2 games with Michigan State at home and a very bad Purdue team.
Yeah, so let's talk about Illinois just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Go ahead.
So
you wanted to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk just a little bit. We'll get into this way more on Wednesday. But their quarterback went down. Altmaier went down. Now, Altmaier hasn't been very good this year, and the backup quarterback actually came in and looked really good. Paddock transfer from Ball State. But we could very well be playing another backup quarterback. So that's a storyline that everyone I hope listening follows. Because again, I mean, we just played a quarterback, and Nick Papagiorgio is terrible.
He was bad.
I couldn't find a way to really get like a chant going on Saturday with that. It's just a mouthful.
It is,
right? But he was atrocious. And as I was scrolling Twitter this morning, Wisconsin fans were letting him have it. Absolutely letting him have it. The Luke Fickle hate was so enjoyable.
Fickle out. Hashtag Fickle out.
That was very fun to read. I also think, is this the first time we've made fun of someone and it hasn't come back to bite us?
Yeah, it usually does. it usually does. Yeah, no, that might be right. That might be right. We did it with somebody on Michigan. The Wombat as well. And then obviously your wife's favorite player, who I can never remember, Shea. That's right, Shea Patterson. So yeah, we've done it too much. Let's talk individual players.
Yeah.
You want to do that? You ready to move on?
Let's do it.
Let's do man, I don't want to. Do we want to do stock down? Do we have stocks down? We want to talk about. Let's do stock down. We'll start there. We'll go stock down offense. What do you got?
Yeah. It's gotta be, for me, it's kind of two things. Stock down on offense is the play calling and the rushing strategy.
Okay.
I think we gotta. I mean, again, what happened to our line in the beginning of the year seemed to be really pushing people. I mean, again, we've played great defenses. Like, you look at where the defenses are ranked. Oh, yeah. I get it, but we're just not getting a push on the offensive line, and you are going to find it hard to win games when you're running it for 1.8 yards a carry, which is what happened. And then I still didn't like the conservative play calling. Sorsby was dealing. I wish we would have seen more passing, especially passing on first down. You didn't see a lot of run pass, but it was almost, I think I read it on Pigs. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. We ran on first down something like 76% of the time. Just so predictable, especially in the second half. You knew on first down we were running. And I think that was the difference in the first half of the second half, was we were being so successful on first down in the first half, and we just weren't being as successful on first down. So I'd like to see better rushing results and less conservatism in the play calling.
Yeah, I can agree with both of those. What I wrote down was run game. I thought that we struggled, and it's just stock down for today. I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay. Against Penn State, the number two rush
number one scoring
in the country,
overall.
Number 2 scoring defense in the country, number 3, I think, overall total defense. But against the run, they're incredible, right? And I'm going to give you guys a little stat. So against Penn State, at Penn State, IU ran the ball 34 times for 8 yards a carry, right? Or 80 yards total. It's trash, right? 2.4 yards a carry. It's not good. Granted, your running backs, top 2 running backs, average 4.8, 3.4 yards a carry. It's respectable, right? It's fine. 4.8 is great. You'll take 4.8 every play. Let me tell you something, Brandon. Maryland, who everybody considers to have a high-powered offense, right? A two-headed beast at running back, a running backup quarterback, a mobile quarterback to begin with, right? A team that tore us apart. I think just game planned us to death and killed us. 16 carries. Now, this includes sacks, I believe. 16 carries. Negative 49 yards rushing. That's negative 3.1 yards per rush. Their leading rusher was their backup quarterback, Billy Edwards. 1 carry, 4 yards. Himby, 5 carries, 0 yards. Antoine Littleton, 1 carry, -3 yards. They couldn't do anything against them. Now, granted, Tua threw the ball pretty well, 286, 2 touchdowns. But, we've struggled against really, really top-end running defenses. But, again, you do what you got to do against Penn State. Let's see what we can do moving forward with that rush game. And I'm with you there, too. There was that one play series, right, where we looked at it and we're like, what are we doing? Why did we just run those plays? I think it was run, pass. I think you were pretty upset about that in the stands. So, yeah, we got to get that part figured out. Again, props to Rod Carey. I thought he called a pretty good game overall. But yeah, just some more consistency on that side of the ball, or on that particular aspect of offense, and to see some more aggressive play calling throughout the game would be nice.
Yes.
Defense.
I got no one.
I stretched. You ready?
I got no one. I mean, again, I think you'd like to see a little bit more from the interior defensive line. We just haven't called their names a lot, but basically Linnell Carr and Andre Carter had a good game. The linebackers were great in this game. Obviously, Aaron Casey, but Magnum Farrar had a really good game. The corners gave up some big plays, but only
they were
one.
They were busted. They weren't even really busts. So I went through and I watched those big plays today. The one where we were sitting there going, "Oh my God, how did that happen?"
He ran into
crossing pattern across, boom, run into each other, right?
Yeah.
And then the one that
happened in Penn State too.
Yeah, the one that their best receiver, Will Pauling, that he had kind of the same thing. Kind of, I think a mix on a switch, and he got open in the corner of the end zone. So yeah, I'm with you. And here's my stretch. My stretch was edge contain. I thought we did a really good job. And I was going to stop you. I don't want to stop you necessarily, but I'd like to go back through and kind of watch some of these games and just focus interior defensive line to see if they're doing what it appears they're doing, which is just hogging everything. Give me all your offensive linemen. I'm going to take all of them, and I'm going to let everybody else make the plays, right? Because you look at all the box scores, you're going to see your Magnum Farrars. You're going to see Aaron Casey's at the top of every single one, but you're going to see your Magnum Farrars. You're going to see your Aaron Casey's. You're going to see your Miles Jacksons. You're going to see your Linnell Carrs. You're going to see Andre Carter occasionally. You're not going to see the big guys in there. You're not going to see Vincent Sweet, Ladarius Cox, Marcus Burris. Who's our guy? Phil Belletti. Yeah. You're not going to see him in there. But I'd like to go back and look and see if that's what's going on, because I bet you that's what's happening.
It could be.
But I thought edge contain was kind of poor, and I think that's something really that needs to be addressed going into Illinois.
Bielema will scheme it up.
Yeah.
Especially in the run game.
Yeah, they'll do a lot of read option and try to get what's his name? Their running back or their quarterback?
It's either going to be Luke Altmaier or
Altmaier. Oh, that other guy came in, right? The dude, the Ball State transfer. What was going on with that game?
Altmaier got messed up. He got sandwiched pretty good, and it looked like a rib or something. He got hit hard. It would not surprise me, but the offense actually got better when he went out of the game.
That's what my brother had texted me and said. I can't remember his name, but he texted me and said that this guy came in and he looks pretty good. And he's a Ball State transfer. Paddock. That's right. Paddock. Yeah. Kind of tall, statuesque kind of quarterback, I think, right?
Definitely can get after him.
Yeah,
for sure.
Should be able to. Okay. That's it. Let's go to stock up on offense, Brandon.
God, again, I'll give you the easy one. I'm saying it again, the wide receiver core. We said it last week. DMAC is proven himself to be a player. Unfortunately, with Cam's kind of injury designation, EJ Williams has stepped up big. He's a big target, and he's got great hands. And then DQ Carter, again, another really, really nice game. A lot of timely plays.
Yeah, that
for
catch down the sideline, 3rd and 7, I think it was, first
yeah.
drive of the game. Or not first drive of the game. It would have been maybe second quarter. I think it was ended up being a scoring drive. It was a great play.
Yeah. Yep. So again, I'm saying the wide receiver room just looks great so far. So stock up to all that
Yeah,
entire room.
I'm not sure what the easy one was. I thought the easy one was Donovan McCulley. I do want to say a lot of people are probably going to give him a lot of slack still, and don't want anybody to forget that we didn't forget about him dropping the easiest one to get
Mm-hmm.
in the end zone. But he came back with a spectacular play, a spectacular play. If you haven't seen it, you're living under a rock. So, I wonder if it will make Sunday night. Do they do Sunday night football? No, that's not. That's on ESPN. Whatever they do at ESPN or whatever, right? Maybe it'll be tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't know. We got
Or
mossed or whatever.
yeah, I don't know if they'll call it a moss. Was it a mossing? Maybe it
Kind
was a mossing. It might be on there. We're on there, by the way. If you go back and watch it, you can definitely see me jump up and down, both hands in the air. You can see that. And then we also made Beckett and I made TV on that one time. So just saying. And I was on the post game call-in show.
You were
I'm just the most famous person probably
of all time.
was. Yeah, probably. I guess you're thinking I need to pick Brendan Sorsby.
You wore a B Sorbs shirt.
I did wear a B Sorb shirt to the game. I did. I told you guys I had it. I wasn't lying. I had to wear it to the game. And there's just something about it. I can't pick it, right? I don't know if I've seen a super perfect deep ball yet. I don't know if I've seen like an incredible play, but he is him. He is him. That's what I'll say. He is ball, right? Is that what the kids say? He knows ball.
Ball so hard.
But that's not what they're saying anymore. I don't think. But if there's any children listening, then you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Touch grass or whatever. I don't know. He's just swag. He's just there's the plays that he makes. That throw on third, the one I was talking about with DQ Carter. If you go back and watch it, he's rolling his opposite way to his left side, and he squares his body up, and just there's something wrong with his mechanics at some point, but he doesn't look wrong. It's so smooth, and he just drops it in a bucket, and I don't know. And the same thing with the McCulley with the one-handed catch. If you go back and watch that play again, Brandon, if you get time, you'll see him. They zoom in on his eyes before the play, and he kind of looks over. He just looks over just a little bit to his left, just one little look over to his left, and then he does it. And he keeps his head to the right the whole time for just a split second, and then boom, doesn't even look at McCulley, just throws it up in that area, knows he's going to make a play. So, yeah, I think stock up, all like through the roof, stock up for Brendan Sorsby. I think he's definitely going to lead us to, or be the best person to lead us to a bowl game if we can pull it off.
For sure.
Defense, please leave him. Please leave him for me.
I will. I know Seth would pick Louis Moore. So let's give props to Louis Moore. But I'm gonna give it again, since he's came back from injury, all Nick Toomer does is make big plays.
That's right.
1 pass deflection, 1 tackle for loss, 3 solos, and 5 total tackles. He is shoring up that back of the defense, which is so important for a 3-3-5. It is so important for a 3-3-5 to have a safety that you can rely on. So I think Nick Toomer is making a huge impact on this defense.
There you go. We don't talk Aaron Casey on Stock Up. He has no more stock to buy. His stock is sold out. We will give his I'll just do it now. He had 9 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 TFLs on the game. A forced fumble. I think he forced the fumble from the running back as well.
He did.
He's just an out playmaker. An absolute that sack. He had a huge sack. On a 3rd down. I want to say they were starting to drive just over midfield that got him out of field goal range. Late in the game, it was massive. He's just incredible player. He's if he stays healthy for the next 3 games. I don't know if is he first team?
No, we'll get second team.
Second team, first second team Big Ten. I mean, he's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I want to give honorable mention to the other two safeties.
Hold on, I was going to talk about that one. That was going to be my pick.
Okay, go on.
Okay, Jordan Shaw's my pick.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know where you were going. If you're going Sanguinetti or whatever, Phil
And
Dunham, or whatever you're doing.
Both.
Jordan
Dunham
Shaw,
had great coverage.
he did. He's always good. He's always so good. We talked about Jordan Shaw on the way down, out of nowhere, because I was looking at some stuff from Penn State, and I was like, "Why is Jordan Shaw playing? Who's Jordan Shaw? I don't remember Jordan Shaw." A lot of people probably don't listen to or know the recruiting like the back of your hand, right? If you guys listen to us, obviously you know IU football, so I don't want to talk down necessarily to you, but let me break it down. Jordan Shaw, he was the last recruit from what I could tell. At least he was like a last minute signing, like first signing day of 2023. So he's a true freshman coming in out of California, the highest rated recruit of the class in high school. From I want to say St. Pius X something in California. You name the Big 12 team, they offered him. He was committed to Colorado. He flipped right before committing to Indiana. The kid is the right size for what we want. He's making plays out there with just kind of being thrown in after Noah got hurt. He's going to be so good. And he today, again, tied with the lead in tackles, 9 tackles, a pass defended. He was all over the place. He was there making plays where we needed to. He's cleaning up the edge containment on the outside. He's going to be a really good player. So keep your eye out. Number 23, Jordan Shaw.
Yep. I mean, again, the back end of that defense, Louis Moore, Nick Toomer, Sangetti, Dunham, Jordan Shaw, they all just played so well.
Yeah.
Good to see Sangetti stretching a couple games in a row.
Yeah, he picked up the fumble at the end of the game, right? Yeah.
He did, and ran right towards us. He heard us yelling. And it was that play that I thought would have lost my voice.
Yeah.
Like you and I both went nuts.
I was recording it. I do have that if you want it, but I was recording it, and so I couldn't really tell what happened at the end of the play. I just know that we had the ball. So I went back and obviously rewatched the game since then, I think twice. So yeah, great play. A couple players I do want to mention. JoJo Johnson. We saw him out there. He made a really good play on the ball.
Yep.
Number 3, you'll see him out there some more as the season goes on. And our boy, who we have not seen on the field for a long time, that we hyped up so much preseason, Josh Rudolph, was out there, and he made a few plays out there. He looks a little small height-wise, but he's flying around there, 26 at the linebacker position. So keep an eye out for him the rest of the season. Matt Holt also coming in, made a couple plays too. So, okay, that's enough of that. Let's move on. And that's it. Let's get back to the show. Let's revisit our predictions. Brandon, who won this one? Who won this one?
Not me.
I won it because I was the only one that flipped from a loss to a dub.
You did.
Seth had IU losing 22-17. He's a loser. Cross him off. Brandon had IU losing it 20.
I technically lost. I had the largest defeat.
Did have the largest defeat. Boop, you're gone. And I had us winning 24-21. 24-21. So not too far off. I gave Nick Papagiorgio too much credit to be able to run their offense to 21 points.
We figured none of us knew Braylon Allen wasn't playing.
Yeah, we had no idea. So yeah, I'll take the victory. That's fine. Before we get to Brando's Randos, I'm going to throw in a bonus round of Brando's bets. Brandon talked about it on the way right at the beginning. Brandon put a good amount of money on IU money line, literally walking into the ticket line.
Yes.
Like to get our ticket scan. And I made him shake my hand and told him I'd split it with him.
Yep.
50-50. I'll Venmo him the money. And it paid off. So for the first time, and I don't know how many games we've probably done something similar like that, it actually paid off. Because when he's feeling confident, it usually means good things. So yeah, let's get Brando's bets out of the way. Bonus Brando's bets. We don't do that on post-game shows. So we'll clear that one out of the way. Let's get into the randos. We have no sack today. So Brando, the floor is yours.
Here we go. Let's talk about the fans. Let's talk about the inside the stadium and outside of the stadium. 46,000, according to ESPN. Are you surprised? And what if any comments do you have on the fans on Saturday?
Again, we showed up what is for us at least is traditionally a late show up for a noon game, right? We showed up about
10:30
ish. Well, no, we got to our parking spot at 10:30, Brandon. We got there about 10.
Yeah.
And just the weird traffic things that they do around there, I don't understand. So about 10:10, and the place was packed for a 2-16, right? And so I tried to do a bunch of different things, trying to figure it out. Like, man, there's a lot of parents here. Is it parents weekend? No. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? It's military weekend, right? Or military appreciation, whatever you want to call it. Usually that doesn't bring the numbers and the knowledge and the like willingness to cheer and
Well, yeah,
stand up on
they
third
honored
down
Bobby
and,
Knight. They honored the baseball team, but none of those things were the reason people showed up, I think.
No. I thought it was a really solid crowd and a football knowledgeable crowd too. As they said, people standing up when they're supposed to be standing up, and nobody was screaming at Tom Allen for taking a timeout in the third quarter or whatever he did this time. And it was nice to see, and I appreciated that, and hopefully we can continue that with the last game with Michigan State.
Yep. I want to quickly pivot to Illinois. We're playing them on the road, right? On the road. Let me tell you their home results so far.
Tell me.
2-point win over Toledo.
I told you guys it was going to be a close game. I told you.
17-point loss to Penn State.
Okay.
How many did we lose to Penn State?
9. But
That's
that was
less.
on a last second safety.
A 6-point win over 4-5 Florida Atlantic. A 13-point loss to Nebraska, who just lost to who? Michigan State.
Michigan State, yes.
And a 4-point loss to Wisconsin, who we just beat.
And Wisconsin at that point, remember, that was a 21-7 game going into the fourth quarter. Illinois winning 21-7.
None of that is daunting at all.
We're never daunted anyway. Well, we are not. We are not. That is a no. That never mind. He's often daunted.
Yes,
the basketball guy is often daunted. Yeah. Well, were you? Was there a question?
I mean, are you nervous at all going into this game?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what Wednesday's show is for. We'll go into it. I again have confidence.
Okay. Oh, let me drop some knowledge on some people real quick. They let Brandon Lockey. Well, sorry, I guess he did about the same thing he did to us. He was 21 of 41, 240, 2 touchdowns. But they let Braylon Allen run all over him. 29 carries, 145 yards, a touchdown. There's something about it. I feel like we'll have a good crowd, a good representation there.
Always do.
Nothing about Illinois at noon scares me necessarily as an atmosphere wise. There's just something, if they've got Luke Altmaier, I think I'll be a little bit more scared of it. They need this. They've got to have us to make a bowl. They're 4-5. They've got IU at home, at Iowa, Northwestern at home to finish. They got to go 2-1, and it's got to be IU Northwestern. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see when the injury report comes out.
I think the other way around. I think they sleepwalk past this game. That's what made me like. They got Iowa circled. They got Iowa circled. So anyway, that's for Wednesday's show. My last question here, and I have to say it quietly. I'm not going to say it quietly. I should say it quietly, because my wife is very, very close. But that was the most fun game Since when?
Ooh, we talked about this in the car.
We did. The
most fun with a fun ending since always winning the bucket is fun. I'd probably say for me, that was the most fun I think I've had since 2019.
Yep.
The 2019 bucket game at Purdue was
when the player Taiwan Mullen jumped up in the stands.
Yeah, Taiwan Mullen, Stevie Smith, or Stevie Scott. Sorry. It was a good. That was a really good time. Really good time. Scary, but a really good time. What about you? What was your last one? Didn't you say what was it? Penn State, the blowout against Penn State.
Yep. Had friends in town. Absolutely destroyed them.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I said fun with a win at the end, because man, the Gator Bowl, what a blast that was.
It was a really good time.
I think that's why it hurt so much, because it was so much fun. It was rolling.
The tailgate was awesome.
And then it just hurts. But no need on dwelling on that.
No, people, when we win, you guys, we need to pack the Rock.
Oh, I think it'll be packed. I do. Oh, I think it'll be crazy. It'll be a lot of fun. That one will have to get down there early enough, much earlier, I think. Let me see if the weather might be out for that one. Let me see what they're looking at. Right. Oh, it's out. Yeah, it's out. 55.
Not bad.
In rain.
Ugh.
But it's only a 33% chance of rain. And it's 10 days out, right? 11 days out, 9 days out. So
that's all I got.
Yeah. What am I talking about? 11 days out. It's legit 13 days out.
Yeah.
No, it's
13. It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday.
Daylight savings time, dude. I texted you this before this. It's just, I don't know, man.
It's got to go. Daylight savings time has got to go.
I mean, it's technically 9:30, which isn't late.
I'm exhausted.
My brain doesn't work. I feel like I'm exhausted for 2 days.
I agree.
Is that it? That's it.
That's all I got.
Let's wrap it up. Be sure to check out the pod on Twitter, Instagram at Podcast LEO. Make sure you follow our partner, Big Banter Sports, for all the latest updates involving our podcast, as well as the other 13 teams in the conference. Be sure to download, rate, review, and follow on all of our platforms. And join us next week as we preview the continued journey to a perfect 4-0 last quarter of the season. That's all I got to say. Until next time, Miffa.
Ready to buy a car, a home, or just want to take control of your money? Your FICO score matters, and 90% of top lenders use it to make decisions. Check your FICO score for free today without hurting your credit score. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app today. MyFICO gives you the score lenders use most, plus credit reports and real-time alerts to help keep you on top of your credit. Visit myfico.com/free and take the mystery out of your FICO score.